Hi guys, my name is Tayyab Shah, and today I'm going to be introduce Mr. Silas, who recently graduated from University of Saskatchewan. He actually defended his master's thesis successfully, and I just want to learn what he did and what is his main contribution. Welcome to my channel,
Hi,
Silas. And
thank
first,
you.
you would like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Silas Asante, master student in the Department of Geography and Planning, University of Saskatchewan. I'm a Ghanaian, and I came to Saskatchewan in September 2022, and I'm working on the project with Dr. Bram Noble and Poelzer and Dr. Tayyab Shah on the biomass research assessment in the indigenous communities in the north, that are the Peter Creek Nation communities. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, what was your? It's good to know what was your main challenge you want to be try to solve through your research. So, could you like to introduce your research project? Actually, the background of your research project.
Yeah, interestingly, um, coming from a background with development, management, and planning, and coming to work on the community engagement project, it was very insightful. Uh, Basically, in my study community, energy insecurity continue to be very prevalent in my study community. For instance, the transmission line that travels from the distribution power to my community is vulnerable to many threats, such
Mm-hmm.
as falling trees and also the rainstorm, which places my study community in frequent energy power outages, and that it can even lead to 5 or 3 times in the community where community members wouldn't experience power.
Mm-hmm.
And also the step down in terms of the transformer that also connects to the community are also vulnerable to the wildfire,
Mm-hmm.
and that it places this community in the energy vulnerable situations. And there's no natural gas distribution system that connects from the main source to my community, and that they mostly rely on electricity to heat their homes, which places most households in high energy consumption, and also they spend much of their monthly income in terms of
Mm-hmm.
paying their electricity bill. So, given this, Pelican Narrows, which is my study community, is a member community of the Peter Creek Nation, and they've expressed an interest in the renewable energy options to reduce the high cost of energy power, and also to have its own community-based microgrid in order to address their energy insecurity. So these are a general background or problem that's facing my study community.
Okay, that's good. So, what exactly the research methodology and your research actually contribute into this area?
Okay, so that's a very nice question. So there has already been a pre-feasibility studies, and biomass resources have been identified as a potential resource to produce a community bioenergy. So my research is in twofold, because issues of community energy planning is now gaining traction in most northern indigenous communities, but it is based on a top-down approach. So my research is looking at bridging the gap where community will be it's in the form of a community-led project, where community members will be leading the project to identify their place specific when it comes to incorporating their community values and context in the community energy planning, in identifying the potential areas where the biomass resources could be generated. So it's kind of a twofold. That's a technical assessment by using geospatial design and tools, and also community values and context to incorporate their constraints to the biomass resources. Yeah.
So I just want to let you know, guys. After this short clip, you will see the Silas presentation while he was defending his master's thesis. A few clips from there, and also his copy of the presentation as well. If you want to really learn what in a detail what kind of research he has done. So just want to be before closing, I just want to ask him the last question. How was your experience working in this cold part of the Canadian prairie? So would you like to experience, because your study area is one of the coldest region. So, and I believe your visit to those areas will have some stories to share.
Yeah, well, I have a great memories when it comes to my visit to the community, coming from a continent in a country where the lowest temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. And when I came to Canada, my first visit was during the period of winter. I was about minus 32 degrees, and I have to put on a lot of layers. And my visit to the community was also welcoming because I remember there was this elderly lady in the community who asked me that, hey, gentleman, why are you from? And I told her that, well, I'm coming from Ghana in West Africa. He was like, well, you are far from home, but this community is your home as well, and you are always welcome. And she gave me a very welcoming hug, and that has been in the flash memory of me. And anytime I wish I could be going there, but there's this side of the story where I went to the community, and the river in the community was frozen, and I would say that was my first time of walking on the water in the community. And that was like, it was a great experience.
So do you want to say a few words about your supervisor and the project, the main person on the project, Dr. Paul, like how you see, and especially for the new students or the students who really want to have a study in Canada, or particularly in part of the world. So what is your concluding remarks, like how you see their experience and your work interaction with them?
Well, I would say that one, working with Bram Noble and Dr. Poelzer, and also under having some supervision under Dr. Tayyab Shah, I would say that these guys are one of the fantastic guys. I could learn a lot of things from them. And if I'm to choose my supervisor again, I would choose him over again, because working with Dr. Brown is one of the best. Because if I look at my approach where we began the project up to now, I would say that in terms of my writing has been an excellent. In terms of brainstorming to solve a societal problem, it has been an excellent. And even going beyond that, even joining the cases research team is one of the best things that I would like recommend to any international person or any person in Canada or any part of the world who wants to study within the University of Saskatchewan. Because joining the cases team, it's kind of your real project will be put into practice to solve a societal problem. So from my experience, I would say that working with Dr. Bram Noble, Poelzer, and under the supervision of Dr. Tayyab when it comes to the GIS is one of the best. And I would recommend you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Silas. And I think you want to tell the people like your the defense presentation. A few words and before closing.
Yeah. Well, I would say that during my defense was I wasn't expecting that I would be able to answer a lot of the questions, because I was thinking that it would mostly be on my research work, but it was kind of a practical thing. So it wasn't more of the theory, but it's kind of what can your research do to solve a societal problem. And I felt like the relevance of my work, not in terms of academics, but in a societal issue. So I would say my like most of the questions that my committee members asked was really like relevant, and it was very practical to address it.
Good. Yeah. Thank you very much. And guys, now you can watch the remaining clips which I mentioned. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tayyab.
Thank you.
All right.